I created a sheet set manager, sheet set out of this thing. And so if you take a look at sheet set manager here, I mean, all it is just 3 layouts in sheet set manager, and it's all just pointing to the same drawing with, you know, just the layouts right here in the same drawing. But you can have layouts from multiple drawings inside of this sheet set list here. And the cool thing about sheet set manager is you can kind of use that as like a project explorer. You can just right click and then choose open, and there you go. You know, you're opening up the next layout, and even if it's pointing to another drawing, it'll just open up another drawing and go right to that layout. So it's a pretty neat way to organize your drawings. And also, this is the way I do all the projects that I work on. Is just, I mean, the last subdivision I did had 61 sheets in there, and that was spread across probably 6 or 7 drawings. So it's a pretty effective tool. Also inside of there, you know, this is just AutoCAD stuff. You know, look at all the commands that are in here. You can do like e-transmit. I use publish. Now, if you get yourself like your drawing template that you're going to set up for Civil 3D, is also going to be the same drawing template that has all your AutoCAD settings in there, right? So not only are you going to think about the styles that you'd be putting into that, but also what about your layout, pre-configuring that for drawing templates and sheet sizes and all that stuff, and having that set up for named page setup. So that way you can do a publish right here using these page setup overrides. So regardless of what you had welded into your layout, then you could just choose a named page setup. Does everybody know what a named page setup is?
Oh.
Well, basically what that is you go into the plot dialog box, and you're going to have a choice of a plotter, a plot style table, a sheet size, a scale, what to plot, like either layout or window or extents. All of that stuff, all of those settings in the plot dialog box can be given a single name. You know, it's kind of like when you name a view in a drawing, and you can recall all of those settings just by clicking the page setup off of the list. So that's what a named page setup is, and you can see that I have a couple of them here, like D size full, and then another one for monochrome. When I go into a, let's see here, page setup manager. This particular drawing doesn't have any named page setups in there, but when you click on New, that's basically, pardon me, it's basically how you create a named page setup. Is you just give it a name and you call it like E size on a like a HP design jet. Something like that. And then from there, you get to choose all your settings. So you'll pick the plotter that you're going to use, and let's see. Something like this. You'll get a paper size that you're going to use, what you're going to use for the layout, and all that stuff. The plot style table. So all of that can be welded into a named page setup. When you go to plot, then you know, you can associate this with a layout that you're in. Now you see how I just hit the set current and I put that named page setup next to the layout that I'm at. So when you have that all put together, when you go to plot, let's see if I can find this. What you're going to do is, plotting is simplified to just picking the name page setup off of the list here. So this is just you know, purely AutoCAD settings, but something that you want to think about because you can have these name page setup definitions inside of your drawing template. When you go to plot, you'll say, I just want to pick this device there. It restores all of those settings, and then you're ready to just jam it out the plotter. Now you can use this same setup to plot through Sheet Set Manager. So now you can take the entire drawing set that you have here, publish using a page setup override like this, and then it grabs all these layouts from all these different drawings and puts them all into the sequence and spits them all out to that one device simultaneously using that particular group of settings. So it's a pretty powerful organization, especially you know, if you're doing something like 5 sheets or more. This would definitely be the way to organize your drawing template in your system of plotting. So I set this up when I'm doing PDF output, DWF output, as well as hard-coded or hard copy formats as well. So, and of course, because you have a plot configuration file, you can have multiple configurations for the same plot device. You could have draft settings that go out to the HP plotter, and then you can have final settings. You can have monochrome settings, you can have color settings. So all the same plot device, but just multiple configurations, and that's the purpose of a PC3 file, is just to be able to standardize those configurations so that they're repeatable. And that's just one component that's in that whole list of the name page setup settings of it. So anyway, that was just a little side trip that I wanted to take you down.